Alright, hello people. Welcome to the Sunday sketch. I just draw some stuff on a Sunday. Here I am. And so I'm actually going to be working a little bit more on this Patreon piece that I've been struggling with for a little while now. And if y'all want anything in particular sketched out, or you have any ideas, go ahead and throw them out there. I always love audience interaction on these in particular. Like I take my own time to work at different pieces anyway. So having just some time to hang out and just draw stuff, whatever is interesting to you guys. I've done some stuff in the past before with shout outs as well. So anyway, um, that is the plan for today. I do know I noticed that I have a tendency to kind of lean into my webcam a little bit because my well, I'll show you my tablet's down here, right? So I am thinking about just shutting it off. I mean, it's nice to be able to, like see and stuff like that, but like I could do this. This is interesting. Let's try this today. It's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see. Make sure all of my, there we go. Oh, that's working correctly. Okay, now like I said in one of my previous videos, I'm really just going to be kind of taking things back a step to something that's a little bit more my style, right? So anyway, with that in mind, I do have a composition that I want to have for this piece, and we had it here, right? I did an art stream where I did this before with the painting and stuff, but it really just didn't turn out very well. Um, the colors and everything, they're way off. So I'm gonna try changing up the composition just a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put her. So we're gonna do this kind of thing. We're gonna do like a fisheye lens with the hallway. But then we're gonna do something interesting. We're gonna kind of twist the hallway a bit here. Like that, so the floor comes up, see? Gonna scale that up a bit. That seems good. And we're gonna put her right about here. So she's gonna be here and she's gonna have her gun, right? In more or less the same pose we got going on there. I do think I want to flip it just because I like the angle better there. Let's see, edit, transform, flip horizontal, there we go. And there we go. Okay. So next what I'm going to do is instead of, what I want to try to do is instead of trying to do like a painting thing, I want to do more of a sketch cartoon kind of deal, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put her in the image, and we're gonna use a rough pencil because I just like the feel of it. right? And she's gonna be all ah. And then we gotta try and kind of take a pose similar to this one, but I'm gonna try and glam it up a little bit. So gonna have her kind of twist this way. Right, hand down, hand up here. Maybe like that. Across the top, because I feel like that would be a decent enough way to hold it. Well, maybe not. I think we want to have. I gotta decide where I want the barrel, and I think I want the barrel like here, which means the gun's like there, and then she has one arm kind of there. And I'm not really familiar with the exact style of this gun, but gonna make the barrel narrower there and actually make it look like it's coming towards us a bit more. And then her other arm comes in underneath it to brace it. And then wanted to have kind of a wide stance, I think. Something like that. Okay, now I'm not sure I like that size, so I'm gonna size her up some, and then I'm gonna go ahead and keep editing her, as it were, as I go, you know. Always gotta try making it improvements. That ended up looking a little weird. Let's see. How do I want to draw her mouth? Actually, how do I want to draw most of her? Because, like, well, not using a paint style, I think I'm gonna go with. She has very light colored lips, so I'm trying not to go too heavy with the lines here. It's gonna be something like that, right? And then her bottom lip out there like that. then her head's a little wrong shaped, I think. So we're gonna try and fix that up as well. Gonna go darker pencil. Oh, wrong layer again. That looks like she's giving it a good old scream, right? Right, except I don't like that. Yeah, that looks weird with her lip like that. I think really that's what we're gonna get. And if you want to crank your tunes right about now, that would be just fine, I think. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot else other than sketching. Of course, if you want to shout out a suggestion, let me know. I am always open to some fan interaction on these streams. Well, maybe not fan, but audience for sure. Fans yet to be seen, right? And she's got kind of a, let's call it a generous forehead. You taking off? Okay. Then, of course, she's got her ponytail. And I've noticed, and I don't know if it's just the lighting, but I've noticed that she's got very like dark roots and stuff. Sorry, excuse me. Very dark parts of her hair, right? But not all of it's like that. Pretty sure her shotgun has like 2 barrels or something. Oh, no. It has 1 barrel, but it's got the, it's got this thing on it. Right? So like that. And then she's got her hand on it, right? Her hand should probably be smaller. Not really sure how one grips a shotgun exactly. Haven't held a shotgun in a long time, actually, now that I think of it. But that looks pretty okay to me. Okay, then we've established that one of her arms comes out here when because of her elbow, so she's got that kind of arm going on. Trying to make sure we hold it kind of out from her boobs, as it were. And then she gets another hand on the gun here. I think is how that's going to end up looking. And of course, I'll be taking another pass at all of this too. I'm just kind of getting the base sketch established. Or not base sketch. I feel like I've already done the base sketch, but you know what I mean. The sort of first pass sketchy feel of it. Now, one thing that I want to remember is that she's got kind of this low-cut jeans thing going on. Want to keep that in character, right? And let's see. So this is like the front of her pelvis. So the leg would like come here. And her like kneecap thing would be there. And then we do a leg kind of coming out that way. And then do like a foot there kind of a thing, right? And then the other one, because we kind of want to wide stance this a little bit. So first off, I think I brought her hip in too much. Then the next leg comes there. And then this is just kind of going to go straight down into the other foot, especially since we've got, again, trying to do that like fisheye lens sort of effect going on, right? So fix up her shoulder a little bit because I think I made it too big. So one arm comes in like that, right? And there you go. And there you go. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. So question becomes, do I want to size this up again? I think I do. I think I do want to size it up again. Want to get a lot more personal with her. Fade that out, make a new layer. First thing I noticed, ear needs to be bigger. You kind of got to bring the jaw into play on some of these too, because there's like a sort of stretch when you make a face like that. It like stretches your cheeks out a little bit, but your jawline should stay. I mean the back of your jaw should stay about the same. Her bottom lip is not that big either. That's better. And then you see the pull at the dimple here where I'm drawing is like that kind of dimple that totally happens. Give her kind of this crazy look. And not that crazy. Don't want her eye floating. Gotta focus on the same subject. That's kind of the tricky part sometimes. Is making the eyes look like they're focusing on the same subject. And she's got these high, like, arching eyebrows kind of going on. I think I made this eye a little bit too small. I want to size it up a little bit. That's better. Although she looks like she's kind of going nuts now. Let's see. Now, I want to have her neck turn a little bit, so she's going to kind of do this. Although this part of the neck needs to kind of be coming this way. You know what this face reminds me of a little bit is Jennifer Garner, and I'm not really sure why. I just was doing this face, and I'm like, this reminds me of Jennifer Garner. Man, I haven't seen her in a movie in a long time. Maybe it's the lips? I don't know. Anyway, now we're gonna add the hair. Do you think Jennifer Garner would actually make like a good Alex oh, what is her name? Alex Ver Voy Voy Voiris? What is her name? Now I want to know. Roivas. Wonder if Jennifer Garner could play Alex Roivas. I mean, maybe not now. Maybe this was a role for like a young Jennifer Garner if they ever decided to make this a movie, which actually could have been really cool because I think visually the game did a lot of interesting things to like mess with people. So I think seeing it as a movie could be actually really interesting. She's got her little ponytail going on. One of the things I find interesting about her hairstyle, and I think I said this before, is those dark roots. But in case you're just joining us, like she's blonde and stuff, but she's got like all kinds of texture going on in the hair. I don't like how the bangs are looking right now. It's always hard. I feel like it's always hard going from like old school graphics to like trying to make it look like a real thing because like the hair was blocky, man. Like they just was like that's her bang, right? That's her hair. So like if I drew that, it'd be like her hair would basically be like that, which is fine for a caricature, I guess. But I do feel like I'm trying to go somewhere else with this. So like this hair comes up and goes this way, this hair comes up and goes that way, and then we're gonna have some hair kind of down here having its own little party. like that. That seems good to me. Let's fix this ponytail though, because I'm not really liking where that's looking anymore. Because I feel like that's too far out and it should be like closer. So like here. Something like that. That looks good. She looks like she's oof. This can't be happening. That's something they say in the game a lot. When you lose enough sanity points, they're like, "This isn't real." Ugh. It's all very dramatic. We won't put a line there. There we go. That's her face. And she's got this really low cut top. I feel like it's really low cut anyway. And her like boobs are out here basically. Let's make her more into like a what's her name? The woman from Aliens. Or Alien, not Aliens. Or I don't know, was she in Aliens also? Either way, more of a that sort of action hero look. I tend to do fingers a little too blocky too, but let's try and ugh. Ugh, that was an awful hand. So let's see. If she's got her shoulders there, arms there, elbows like in there, then this arm's coming up, but it's also coming like out here because we're getting some foreshortening and stuff, which means her wrist is going to be like here, which means we're going to end up with an arm that looks a little like that. Only probably more like that. I don't remember what that song is from. And then her thumb is going to come back here. Let's see. Holding the thing like that. Oh, you're not even gonna be able to see the thumb really, because it's gonna be finger, 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 finger like that. Which means the hand is kind of like that. Anybody can tell me what that song is from. It's actually starting to bug me now. Okay, and of course, she's not holding her breasts like that. She's holding her shotgun like that. Which means that we need the barrel of the shotgun to kind of line up with this hand pose. I should probably take more time designing props, because there are some things that I'm just unfamiliar with. But at least I can build my shapes out, right? Gonna have to actually make this smush up her boob a little bit. which is probably not where you want to be holding a shotgun now that I'm thinking of it, but like, I don't know. She's clutching that thing pretty tight. You know? Ugh, those arms look so wimpy compared to like her head and everything. I feel like they're totally the wrong size for all the effort I put into that. Go away. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and actually build her up, right? So clavicle there. Shoulder muscle is here. Sternum is like right here. Rib cage is there. Shoulder muscle has kind of come up here, so that means it's actually going to put a lift on her breast anyway. Uh, this other breast is kind of probably going to be squished or like lifted up because of her, is be like sitting kind of in the crook of her elbow if that's the pose that we decide to finish with. But this one's definitely going to be lifted up because of that arm and possibly stretched a little bit. But I know the muscle underneath that would be stretched out a little bit, but maybe not that part. Okay, and then da, da, da. That's kind of the belly fat. Right. And then that's her booty right there. Okay, now thinking logically about where we want to put the shotgun, we do want to have it away from her breast, but we're going to have the hand more or less in the same spot here, right? But instead of going all the way out there, it's going to come out and end right about there. Nope, that's way too close. And right about there. This sort of angle keeps it off of her breasts a little more. Because I feel like you never want to hold a shotgun right up next to your breasts. And then that means that this shoulder and arm, this will come in a little bit more, or a lot more, to hold it there with the other hand as well. Which means this arm is basically doing a flex thing, which is, yeah, going to make this, it's going to force this breast upward a bit as well. Okay, cool. Let's try this again. I think maybe I gave her a little bit too muscular of arms. Not that females can't have muscular arms, of course, just that she Probably doesn't in particular. She's like a college student. She's not a bodybuilder or a superhero or anything, so it's probably going to be more like that. And then, yeah, that's going to force the breast up a bit. Clavicle there. Other shoulders up here, right? So that's going to be, it's going to change a few things. Her breast is going to start here instead of, well, basically, her, this breast would start here, but then because it's being pushed up over here, it's going to kind of do this number. And I don't have a real strong understanding of breast physics. Uh, I've had some lessons. Wow, that came out wrong. But I've had, as an artist, you have to focus on anatomy and stuff for drawing, and so I've had to draw nude models and stuff like that. It's totally a normal and widely accepted part of studies. I haven't really studied the physics of how they move, though. Um, just really how they, like, just seeing how they behave in different positions, different circumstances. But none of that's really going to matter all that much because we are just going to end up covering this up anyway. See, thumbs forward, so thumbs like in here. Except I made the hand a lot too small. Okay, let's see. Whoop. So if this hand comes out here, then that means, let's see, is that actually about right for the hand position? Because that's going to be here, elbow is there-ish, then hand here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So this will come, basically, that'll swing up that way. But this will come in first, which means elbow's here, which means hand is roughly there. And then we have hand kind of swing in to like here and finally here. So hand's about here. We're good for where the hand is. Cool. Which means we place the fingers and such right about here. We're just gonna rough it in pretty hard for this part. I will say that I think that end needs to be rounder. This end needs to be a little more squashed. And then that's going to be like that because we're not going to actually get to see all of that hand or all of that boob because that's getting cut out. And then this hand is also going to be here. The stock of the shotgun or whatever that part's called. Gonna be like right there. And so really that's the pose. I think is going to be in there. Of course, because of where the torso is placed, I got to bring in the or the where the chest is placed is going to influence the rest of the body, you know. Because the rib cage is there, so we're gonna have to bring this out a little bit, go like that, go like that, which means that's gonna be her shirt. And then this is gonna be her like navel there, right? Because again, she's got the like low cut uh pants. Looks like a teeny tiny shotgun now, though. But hey, man, that's okay. Da-da-da. I can fix the gun up later. And she's got her shoes. And she's got kind of big, like, loafer shoes. I don't know if you've noticed or even played the game she's in, but she's got these big old honking loafer shoes that she hangs out in. And maybe that's just like graphics at the time were such that that's just how feet looked. Okay, that back arm looks a little bit like it's still on a different sized woman. So like arm and then arm, because that's fine. And then like arm, so it should be. Really, that should be pretty fine, actually. Okay. And she's like, wham! She's gonna get you with her shotgun. Okay, so we're gonna narrow this down a little bit. So we're actually gonna take this part and extend it a little further because I believe that is how her shotgun looks last time I looked at the references. So it ends up looking something like that. Her head still looks way too big. I'm gonna try sizing it down, see how that looks. Because I feel like the rest of her body is relatively fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna make big loop there. Okay, and then come in here, the jawline, and then just do that. Yeah, that looks much better. The legs might still be a little long, but we are fisheye lensing them a little bit. But that head looks much better sized for her, much more appropriately sized for her, which means we need to bring the neck in a bit as well. Which means really the whole shoulder needs to come in just a bit. And probably this bit too. Woo! Okay. Well, I think that is gonna do it for me for my time right now. Hope you enjoyed this sort of redraw, I guess. And my little thing in the bottom corner where you can actually see me drawing. I think that's an interesting angle. Maybe I'll try. I mean, it's upside down for you right now, but maybe I'll try setting up my camera in the future so that you can see like how I draw and stuff more often, right? That could be interesting. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, I am open to suggestions on these Sunday sketches. Right now, I'm just kind of working through some of the Patreon stuff that I need to get through. I owe I owe some people some drawings for supporting me and my channel. And just life got away from me a little bit. So, but we're gonna get caught up. We're gonna go back to basics, back to the cartoon stuff that I'm more comfortable with, and just crank out some good art things. And hopefully, y'all will enjoy. So that being said, I will see you next week for I guess this week. I don't know if you start your weeks on Sundays. Wow, I'm really nailing this closer, right? Anyways, if you start your week on Sunday, it'll be this week. So I'll see you later for some more games and art and fun stuff. Until then, goodbye, friends.